Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I'm Alex Flores, aka Comic Sazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas is right. How you doing, Lucas?
Doing quite well, Alex. It's been a it's been one of those days. If I look like I got heavy eyelids, I am a little on the tired side, but there is one thing that gives puts a little bit of an extra pep in my step.
Oh,
And it's last week we were having a conversation and you talked about, certain movies that you'd never seen. So I took the
okay.
liberty of putting on one of my favorite shirts. It's a movie you've never seen in hopes that it encourages you, you know, chop chop.
What was I recommended something to you besides Speed Racer, and I don't
I
remember what it
watched Speed
was.
Racer. I love Speed Racer. It was a lot of fun.
I told you,
It was a lot of fun.
it's a good
It
movie.
was it's such a weird movie, and that's
It is very weird.
I don't know how to describe it aside from they took a cartoon and made it into a live action, but it's still a cartoon.
Yep,
That's the only way.
yep,
It's
very much
wonderful.
so. Yep. Yep. All the like crazy intense energy of the Speed Racer cartoon, along with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they just like took a bunch of like caffeine and cocaine and like poured it directly into the camera. Um,
Into the camera. Wow,
yeah,
that camera's got some self reflection to do later on.
yeah, something about it. Um, Something about
The
it.
other
I
thing
don't
you
even
told
know
me
what
to
that was
watch
supposed to
was
be.
the Roblox's Oof H Bomber guy video.
Yes. Did you get a chance to watch that also?
I have not watched that yet.
Oh,
No,
okay. Let me know when you do. I want to
I
know your
will.
thoughts on it.
Okay.
Uh, it's it is a wild roller coaster. I mean, it's not as fast paced as Speed Racer, but the fact that it is a documentary of investigative journalism about real things that have happened in the past and are going on currently, it makes it crazier than Speed Racer. So yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm into it.
All right. So
How
let's
are
check
you
out
today? What
how
are we
am I
doing today?
today?
What's going on?
I'm dealing with allergies, I think.
Mm.
Basically so we had my daughters are in elementary school. One's in first grade, one's in third grade. They go to the same school, and yesterday was field day, and my wife and
What does
I.
that mean?
Oh, it's like an outdoor games summer games day. Some
Okay.
people call it different things. Um, I think Panda said that her kid's school called it like sports day or something like that. I grew up, it was always called field day. I don't know if that's like a New England thing or an East Coast thing. Um, but it's like you go outside in the sun, you play like duck, duck, goose, and uh, potato sack races. What are those called?
I think they're called potato sack races.
I feel like that's not the way. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Um,
If you are, it's everybody else is saying it wrong now, and you are correct. They need to get with the program.
yeah, three-legged races, um, and a whole bunch of them were water games too. So they had like filling up the sponge relay race, where you fill up a
Mm.
bucket on the other end. They had uh, uh, musical chairs, except the chairs were buckets full of water. Kids kept on
Oh,
getting stuck in them. It was hilarious.
that's
Um,
wonderful.
and so each class is like each spot is a station, and the teachers take the kids to each spot, and the kids all play the game, and you're dealing with elementary school students, so they're having fun, they're just being nuts, um, and sometimes it's like herding cats, like it's just like, come on boys, you gotta stop spinning in circles, stop slapping each other, please, just
How
like
dare you try to tell them how to live their lives?
Um, so I was with my older daughter's group, and her uncle, my brother-in-law, was with them also, and then my wife and my father-in-law were with my younger daughter's group, and so we went all around. But uh, it looks like it's snowing outside, and it's June, so you know it's not snow. It's actually little seed pods covered in fluff, not unlike dandelions, but definitely bigger. It's like little pieces of like cotton floating through the air, and it looks like snow. And you see like a few here and there, but if you go in the shade, like just barely at the edge of the shadow of a building, and you look up and you can kind of see the sun glowing over the top of the building, you can see the sunlight filtering through thousands and thousands of these things floating in the air. And it was like looking at the legions of hell flying above me, knowing that I'm probably allergic to those, whatever they are. Um, so yeah, 600 viewers on Twitter. I don't know that I believe Twitter. X, whatever. I think when it says views, I think that's how many people have seen the tweet of the stream.
I think so too.
And it's annoying because we see this in our restream metrics. If I look at restream right now, it says we've got 721 active viewers. And I'm like, I don't believe you. There have been times in the past where we've had 700 active viewers. We've had over 1,000 before during Alpha Season 3. We had a lot of viewers, and they're all busy typing in the chat. And we do get some comments from Twitter. We do get some people chatting there, but not 700 people's worth, not 600 plus people's worth. So I feel like Twitter is not lying about the metrics. I do believe that 600 people have seen the tweet, but I believe Twitter's being slightly dishonest in the way it plugs those view metrics into services like Restream and OBS, where it's like, yeah, you've definitely got this many people watching. And I'm like, I don't think that many people have actually clicked on the video to play it. But if you are, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching us. I'm glad you're hearing me talk about my kids' field day, because we had a blast. Just like they had a bucket dunk where like all the kids were like throwing balls at a target to like dunk a bucket of water on one of their classmates' heads, and it was great because all the kids wanted to get the water dumped on them because it was pretty toasty outside, but we had a fun time.
Good.
But between awesome. That and the yellow film of pollen on my windshield this morning, I just my nose is like constantly dumping, and I just kind of want to curl up in a ball and wait for winter when all this stuff dies off. Excuse me while I expel the gunk from my lungs.
I will not.
Yeah, I've taken all the things. I take like 20 pills, not that many, but it feels like that many. And it's barely hanging in there. It just feels like the mildest, most milquetoast cold you've ever had, but it lasts for weeks. That's what I've been on recently.
It just kicked in the door and just said, "Hey, I'm moving in." And you're like, "Do I know you?"
No fever, like, no chills, no aches. Nah, I don't. I'm maybe a little more lethargic than usual, but I take enough caffeine to like counteract that. But no, it's just my nose constantly just doing its own thing, marching to the beat of its own drummer.
How dare.
All right. So what's going on in the sandbox though? Stop talking about what's happening in my nose. Try Flonase. Well, it's in the bathroom. It was on my desk. I did take Flonase already. I took all the things. The only thing I didn't take was Benadryl, because if I took Benadryl in about 30 minutes, I'd start talking like this, and that would be me on Benadryl.
It doesn't sound like fun.
It's fun as long as you can lie down on a nice soft pillow. Then it's a ton of fun.
Then it's wonderful.
But not trying to be live talking to people while on Benadryl. And water. This is glass number 3 today, I think. This is I think a quart. So lots of water too. I'm doing all the things. You have no recommendations for me that I'm not already doing today.
Have you stood on your head?
I did not do that. I meant recommendations regarding like allergies.
That's what it gets the blood to flow to your brain, and it helps to increase oxygenation of your cerebellum. And I am speaking out of my rear at this point. Why is anybody letting me listening to me?
Neti pot. I don't have a neti pot, but I do have saline spray, and I did that also. I've cleared everything out of my sinuses at least 5 times today. Like it's just when I was talking about this as a quart, I could probably fill this up with all the this is exaggeration. That'd be really gross though. No, I don't need any health solicitations. I need the trees to stop and the grass to stop. I need all the plants to die. That's what I need. That's what
Alex
I need
sounds
right
like a villain from Captain Planet right now, and I am not okay with the direction this is
it
taking.
would be my villain arc. I would 100% if I had the means. I wouldn't actually do this, but I feel like I need to make an ecological disaster just so that way my nose can stop draining 24/7.
One thing I want to point out real quick before I forget, Temio over on Twitch just said my PvP is featured LFG, and just want to say congratulations. That's really awesome. That's a big deal, and we are all very proud of you for getting that done.
He's referring to the Lost Desert PvP. It's right on the homepage of the Sandbox.
It's pretty amazing.
But we're actually looking at Loop Game, which is funny. I had planned on playing Loop Game.
Loop Town.
Loop Game. Yes, I had planned
on we're playing Loop Town. I understand how this could happen.
I think because I said the Sandbox, and sometimes Joe calls it the Sandbox Game because that's the handle online for it, even though it's sandbox.game is the website and the Sandbox is the name of the game. So when I said the Sandbox, my brain wanted to say game at the end of it, and it just held on to it.
It's fair.
And decided to insert it in the next sentence that I said. It's just like a bit of like memory garbage that just did not clear out before the next sentence started. So I had already planned on playing Looptown today, and it's interesting that it's featured as well. So that's cool. We're going to be playing Looptown by Byverson Art, aka It's Jam Game, in just a few minutes here. But as far as events going on, for whatever reason, our banner's not working right now. I know there were some website issues earlier, which I think are resolved now because everything seems to be working smoothly, except for the background video here. So we've got events live right now. The icon for events has gone also. That's a new one. So the voice coach battle ends in 2 days. So make sure you finish that up if you haven't already. Dystopian Universe with Fist of the North Star is live now and goes on till June 17th. Let's see. We've got a few different images not loading here. So it looks like Kenshiro is going to win over the Bandits, but it's another avatar transformation event, just like Rabbids. And there's 2 experiences in this one. So two experiences with 21 EP combined total for this event. 15,000 sand pool for people who have the Dystopian Universe NFT collection. And note, if you're in Japan, you will not be eligible for the sand pool rewards. That's because of their regulations on cryptocurrency. And well, I think cryptocurrency, but also like I think they consider it gambling or something if you like win money prizes from playing a game, even if it's not like actually a gamble. But there's just certain rules which mean that they can't do that. Usually Japan has something else going on for it there. Yeah. Let's see. There's also a 60,000 sand pool for all Transformers who purchase the North Star or Death Star. Scout Goggle NFT for all Transformers who purchase the North Star or the Death Star. and a giveaway exclusive NFTs for the Fist of the North Star NFT owners who transform. There is a Hidebu Death Mask and Blue Metal Shoulders. I don't know if we can see. Is there a shop page? Maybe. Shop. I don't see it in this collection, so they might not be minted yet. They might be waiting to see how many people are actually going to earn that reward for the end of the event. All right. So there's that event going on. Any other events live? There's Play CUX. I don't know if that's supposed to be said milk or mill.k. I'm not sure the correct. Do you have it? It's Korean. You got any useful tips for me, Lucas? Are you familiar with this?
I'm not. Now I'm just curious, like, because every time I've looked at it, I've always just thought milk, but
yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be red milk, but
yeah.
Then I see something like Hunter x Hunter, and they're like, "Oh, it means you're just supposed to say Hunter Hunter." And I'm like, "Why is there an X?"
Yeah, I asked the same question. But also, if you look at it, it's capital M, lowercase I, capital L, lowercase k. So
you forgot the period.
There's a period
too.
And
so I don't know.
There's a drink that my wife loves, and it's called milkisa. And the way if you were to read it like phonetically in English, that's not how it's like would be pronounced. So now I'm just really curious.
Yeah. Well, this event has one experience with 7 EP. And you're supposed to find hidden milk coins. So I would guess that then you are probably supposed to say it milk. At least the way they have it written here.
Yeah.
Milk coin is MLK, which is different. How many different ways are we going to write milk?
I mean, I love milk, so.
Yeah. So, okay, this is for the first 3,000 Korea residing players.
Well, so if you look at their Twitter page, it's their name is mil.k, but then if you look at the username, it's Milk Alliance, Milk _ Alliance. So it's actually spelled out in their username. But
okay, so I think it's safe to say it's just said milk.
And they have a cow in some of their pictures and some of their social media stuff. So I think you're right. I think it's milk.
So I'm not sure if this entire event is only for Korea, because I'm looking at the rewards. This is for Korean residing players. This is for Korea residing players. But this last one, share the reward pool of 15,000 polygon sand with all participants who complete the mission on the game. So I would think that means that that's for everybody. There's QR code to scan in game. And you can read for yourself the rest of the info there. This is all on the events page. If you go to sandbox.game/events. All right, and those are our currently live events. Although, does it say it here? I don't see it here. I believe that there was an announcement about something, but I don't want to say it out loud, having if I don't remember if it got officially announced or if I dreamed that.
Okay, let's err on the side of caution.
1 second, I am checking out the Sandbox's Twitter page. And I feel like there was an announcement about this. I don't see it, so I'm not gonna. Oh wait, nope, I didn't dream it. It happened on the 3rd, which was Monday. Why don't I remember Monday?
I don't remember Monday really either.
What
It's just a
happened
black hole in
Monday?
my brain.
Yeah. I feel like Monday just didn't happen. That field day just like wiped out my memory. Um, the Builders Challenge is back. As I've known for like a week ahead of time that this was coming up, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't spilling the beans here. Builders Challenge is back. There was an AMA with Nicola, Matthew, PJ, and PandaPops, where they answered questions about the Builders Challenge. Um, there should be a replay of this if you go to our Twitch. Um, Let me see if I can find the link real quick. If you go to the Sandbox game on Twitch, there should be a video for that. Actually, Lucas, would you mind finding the link for that?
Finding a link for what exactly?
The AMA from Monday. It should be on Twitch.
It is.
And it might be on YouTube as well, since
It also is there as well. I'll put both of them up.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so definitely check that out. That'll have all the details. I did not get a chance to watch the AMA yet, so I don't have any extra info to share on that. I'm sure that there are some changes and upgrades from the previous event, but if you want to know what those are, you'll have to watch the AMA because I don't have all the details myself yet. But I'm gonna watch it and then I can maybe answer some questions if you didn't watch it and you ask the questions, or I may just tell you to watch the AMA.
It's a great source of information.
Come Saturday. All right, we're gonna play Loop Town by Kiss Jam Game, aka Biverson Art. We tried playing this earlier, I think a couple weeks ago, and there were some technical difficulties, but we're gonna give it another try. I've been told that the issue has been resolved.
Okay.
This was the 5th place winner from the Backrooms Game Jam. Maybe one of my favorite game jams that we've ever done. There were a lot of cool games that came out of the Backrooms Game Jam. All right, we gotta turn up our audio to get all the nice ambience and warning. There is a seizure warning on this game. And while I wouldn't say, given my current state, that I am very healthy, I am not too worried about flashing lights doing anything to me. So I'm going to say I'm very healthy. Don't tell the game that I lied to it.
Oh.
All right. So we're in first person. We got this guy jumping around with an exclamation point over his head. We're going to ignore him. And, oh, we can't jump up there. Okay. I see some people talking here. We got the bus station. People in line for the bus station. I guess we should go talk to that guy. Wait, what's down here? Just a recycling bin. Oh yeah, I'm in the hazmat suit. I'm sure this is not disturbing to anybody in the town that I am running around in a hazmat suit. All right, Jason K says, "Welcome to Loop Town. You're like new here. This is a small town. Everyone knows each other. According to town law, everyone has to register. Go to the police station and register. You look like you need a job. It will help you."
Hey, Alex, which AMA were you wanting me to play? Or find, was it the Sandbox DAO AMA?
Nope, the Builders Challenge from Monday.
I believe the Builders Challenge AMA is coming up on the 6th.
Did it get postponed?
The one that was on the 4th was the DAO AMA, but I'm not seeing anything for the 3rd.
I could have sworn.
Yeah, the Builders Challenge one is tomorrow.
Oh, it does say June 6th.
Yes, sir.
Where did I get 3rd from? Oh, it's because this was posted on June 3rd. The tweet was on June 3rd. That's
Gotcha.
why. That's what I saw the date on that. Um, and for some reason, I was just like, it happened the same day the AMA was announced. So, never mind. Nobody knows what's going on yet.
We
I mean,
will
no,
soon, though.
the people, the people in this image know what's going on, but they have not taken your questions and answered them yet.
But they will, and they will enjoy doing it. They're very gracious souls.
I was like, I know I saw June 3rd. Why am
Yeah,
I going
when
crazy?
you were talking about it, for some reason I just thought you were talking about the Dow AMA, and
That
so I thought
was-
I was like I was
that
pretty
was
sure
yesterday.
it was the 4th. Yeah, it was the 4th. So I was like, I could have been wrong though. So let me go look for it. And I keep looking on the 3rd. I'm like, I'm not seeing anything here. Did it get deleted? What happened? Conspiracy. But no, it just hasn't happened yet. We're from the future. Hi.
All right. Thank you. I think I can get used to it here. All right. So we need to go register at the police station. We got the guest house. Police station is ahead. So it's a pleasant little city block going on here.
It is. It tells a story of a quaint little town where nothing bad ever really happens.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Until.
nothing. Oh, that's cool. The car. You get some proximity audio with the car. I don't think that would have been there in the original version of this game, so I'm feeling like Iverson Art added this. I mean, it might have been, but I don't think it was there. Was that a new addition, Biverson? You're in the chat with us. That was just a nice little ambient touch here in the cargo past. And we have some newer features related to audio in 0.10. Officer K says, "Hello, how can I help you? I'm new to town, and by the rules, I have to register. Wasn't the other person's last initial K? I wonder if they're related. Yes, could you please give your ID? It would be around here somewhere. Wait a minute. Here. Thanks, your registration is complete. Would you like me to add you to the unemployed list? Yes, please. No, I had it in the first version, but I made a lot of changes. Yeah, I think so. In earlier versions, it would be the 3D audio setting, which I guess it still could be now. But we had a lot of like audio distortion using 3D audio, and I wasn't hearing it just now. So I'm guessing some settings had to change there. Officer K says, "Okay, you have been added to the list. Go to the town hall, find Sahin K, and complete your paperwork." We got another K initial. Everybody's is everybody in here part of the same family? Town hall. Which way is the town hall? There it is. Sahin K says, "Hey, I guess you're the newcomer. We heard you're looking for a job. Someone who gives a job comes to the Queen Coffee every day. If you hang out there for a while, I'm sure I'll find one, I'm sure you'll find one for yourself during the day." All right, to the coffee shop. Freddie K. Oh, wait. I know not to trust people with the name Freddie K.
Wait, why is that?
I think it starts with a K. It doesn't start with a C, right? Kruger?
Oh. Yeah, I believe that's a K.
But, it's a coffee shop, so it must be short for Keurig.
Oh. I mean, makes sense to me.
He says, "Psst, look here."
So, ICMRSY over on YouTube asks, are there any horror games on this platform? Alex, would you like
That's
to take
all I've
that?
been playing lately. So if you're looking, so this game is part of the. This was the fifth place winner in the Backrooms Game Jam, which was pretty much all either like horror or like unnervingly kind of creepy games. We're just getting started in this one. We're not to the horror parts yet. Um, but if you go to the experience gallery, sandbox.game/gallery, or you can click the experiences link here. You can sort. Let's see, where's the trending top themes? I don't see horror there. Maybe if you clicked on gaming, you could filter. Here we go. Scroll down a bit. There's a horror one. Hello, Help Us. We played that a lot.
We did.
We played it a good bit on stream, and then also my QA company played this one extensively for testing. And it's like a randomized like Monster Hunter, supernatural hunter game. I think we played some of these.
I'm pretty sure we played more than a couple of these on the air.
Yeah, some of them it's been a while, so I'm trying to remember which ones we have or haven't played. Sinister 7 was good. We played that on stream. I still haven't gotten the good ending on that one. Deep Sea Chapter 0, we played that on stream just a couple weeks ago. That had some pretty unnerving moments in it. Let's see. We still need to play the Deep Sea. Like we played Deep Sea 0, which is like the prequel. I haven't played Deep Sea yet. Maybe we should play that one next. Yeah. There's a lot. If we click on that, you can see all these ones are underneath the horror. But I mean, there's definitely more than just these that would be considered horror, I think. I've played dozens of horror games in the sandbox over the past couple years, so yeah, they're out there. You just gotta look for them. All right. So I haven't seen you around here before. I guess you just arrived. Do you need a job? Wow, this is awesome. But I just arrived today, and I need a place to stay. Can we talk about the details tomorrow? We have an empty staff room. You can settle there. Here's the house key. Now go and rest. We'll meet at my office tomorrow to discuss the details. All right. We got the key. Okay, we're gonna carry it to. I saw there was like a guest house. I think that's what it was. Yeah, over here. Oh, I didn't even notice where it said level 1 there. Did it say that before? I don't remember it saying level 1 on the wall before.
I don't remember seeing it. I'll say that. I'm going to give a diplomatic answer.
All right. We are now sleeping. What happened to me? Am I in a dream? A whole room. Am I going downstairs? We do seem to be descending. Okay. Oh, level 2. What is that? Hey you, where am I? I don't trust the look of this person's glowing eyes.
You shouldn't. What color are they glowing, Alex?
Yellow.
See, it's an untrustworthy color right there.
I don't really have anywhere to go. We can hide. Back here? Maybe? Under the bed? Can we get under the bed? Nope. Oh, they're walking away. They're walking away from us. Oh, my name is Lady Katarina. Nice to meet you, I guess. Where am I? This is not the place for you. You have to leave right now.
Okay.
Okay, well, it doesn't go back up, so I'm gonna not listen to you, Lady Katarina, although you seem friendly enough. Oh, that doesn't look any better. How do you want me to leave? We're just gonna scoot by you. Can I go in here? That door's locked. All right. Oh, read note. Lady Katarina, it is a friendly being stuck between dimensions. It is harmless. Sometimes she likes to help. I almost read that it is harmless sometimes, but there's definitely a period in a big space there. Sometimes she likes to help. Okay. All right. So you're your friend, Lady Katarina. We like Lady Katarina. No reason to distrust her. Follow the creepy red arrows on the wall. That eagle is having a bad time. We got some boxes we can kick around. Yeah, you look like less trustworthy than Lady Katarina.
Steady decline in the trustworthiness of the people you're engaging with.
Yeah. You don't look like a scientist that I need to find, but you know. Oh, and she's gone. And she's gone.
And it's gone.
What's over this way?
So one thing I will throw out there is, those glowy red arrows.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't trust that either.
Yeah, oh, hello, boots. Walking around by themselves.
They say these boots are made for walking. I think they took it a little too literally.
Are you friendly, boots? Well, I mean, they're not kicking me, so.
What's above the boots? Are those like Forrest Gump leg braces, or what's going on here?
I think it's like a utility knife and some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And oh, maybe they want me to follow. We cannot follow. This door does not open. Okay, well, goodbye, boots. You decided to forge your own path over there, and we will leave you behind. Let's see. Oh, good grief. Lady Katarina just popping out of the corner.
as she does. As she tends to do.
Okay, here we got some scientists. Good grief. Okay. I'm awake now. Yeah, this is why you don't store your cars in the ceiling, my dudes. Oh, you have some boots also. Are your boots friendly, like my boots? Hey, you, what are you looking for here? Whoa, are you human? Of course I am human.
An odd question.
Who are you and how did you get here? I mean, it's... You remember Back to the Future? When
yes.
When he puts the headphones on his dad and plays the heavy metal music really loud, wakes him up and he's wearing a suit not unlike this suit. And he thought he was an alien. So I feel like if you see somebody in an outfit like this, you are well within your rights to question if they're an alien.
I am definitely human. Sitting over here, listening to human music, playing human games, human stuff.
I had come to Looptown to start a new life. After I got a job at the coffee shop, I went home. Since it was late, I gave up on sleeping, and suddenly I found myself here. So where is this place, and how did I get here? The scientist says, you are now in Glitch. I don't know how you got here, but you used one of the gateways. I don't know if anyone managed to get out of here, but if you want to get out of here, you have to follow the instructions. Maybe means the arrows. Oh, these things, it always... Oh, hello. More cars. This light thing always points away from me. I wonder if at some point I can, like, turn it on and it'll shine its light somewhere. Is this just a pool of blood?
I mean, define pool.
And we're gonna kick these cars out of the way. Here, can we talk to this guy? No? Okay, he doesn't count towards our 5 scientists. Oh, hello, little cake child. Go back wrong way. What do you mean wrong way? I was following the arrows. You go back. You go back.
You wrong way. Me, I'm Fishman.
What's this? Loop coin. You can buy coffee with just loop coin. The price of coffee is 3 loop coins.
Okay.
Okay, we got a loop coin. Can we go through this one?
You need to find a few more because you got a secret mission. Take coffee, 0 of 3. So I'm assuming you get enough coins, you can take coffee.
What does that say? Go back. Are you trying to attack me?
He's been attacking you for a while.
I will kick you clear across the room.
He's tiny. You could punt him. I believe in you, Alex.
Okay, this arrow's pointing this way and this arrow's pointing this way. I feel like the instructions are vague there. All right,
or are they being deliberately obtuse?
He's doing a scarecrow.
Yes, exactly. It's like being in IKEA, says Hoddle Hill. And you know what? Well done. It is. It's exactly what it's like. It's just no meatballs, so nuts to this place.
Oh no. You gotta have meatballs.
Yeah.
Scientist says this is a strange place. Gravity and the laws of physics work differently. Different worlds are intertwined. Some can see us, some can't see. It's like watching from a surveillance camera, but more realistic. I like how this scientist it's just his face sticking out of the street.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's having a bad day.
Yeah, he is. Not great. Cake
Real
child, can you not go elsewhere? You go back.
It's very persistent. You gotta respect that.
We got more boots. These boots are all over the place. So from playing other Backrooms games, I've been told that you're not supposed to trust the chairs. I don't know why. It's never explained. But for whatever reason, chairs are not to be trusted.
Like, how does one trust a chair? Like, you don't sit in it?
You're trusting your chair right now.
Okay. See, I don't trust very easily either, so...
The audio changed. There was like a buzzing noise before, and it's gone now. Hello. Right.
Hello.
The barista. Scientists are under constant scrutiny. Do you want to take a little break? Can I have a coffee? I only have 1 loop coin. Not enough gold.
Wow.
Can you stop punching Stop punching me in the kneecaps.
He's punching you right in the bottom.
I feel like getting hit by one of these cars would be bad for my health, but...
Should find out.
Oh, Henry is... Okay. Oh, they actually... Okay, they do some push us around, some don't. Archaeologist says, hello, where am I? There's a lot of motion going on here. We're gonna go this way.
Wait, was he screaming Henry or was his name Henry?
His name is Henry, and he's just got an exclamation point over his head. So I'm just assuming that means he's just screaming. just incoherent.
Exclamation!
We can't go. There's like a force field here, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, what is that? You're not gonna talk to us either. Okay.
They're kind of being really like snobby jerks. They're like, hey, seek out the scientist. And you're like, oh, you're a scientist? He's like, nah, I'm an intern. You're like, what kind of an intern? He's like, a science intern.
Did the camera ask us, who are you? Interesting.
Yes, it did.
Okay. We're just trying to understand what they are. We call it reflections for now. Most are harmless, but our friends who touched some of them suddenly disappeared. We don't know what happened next.
You should go touch him.
Cake child, leave me.
He's still following you? This is impressive.
Okay.
Is it possible to lose Cake Child?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if I ran fast enough, he'd be like left behind.
Because you'd think like he's trying to, he's trying to dissuade you from going wherever you're going. You'd think if you like kind of fooled him into thinking you're not going there anymore, that he'd just leave you alone.
Maybe. He does seem persistent. He's following me around. Yeah. He's like, what's the guy from Resident Evil? The big guy with the giant shoulders.
The Milkman.
The Milkman?
I'm taking a random guess.
There's like a boss character who just kind of slowly like pursues you through a good chunk of the game, and I can't remember what he's called. There we go. Close the door on him. You stay over there. He's gonna walk through that door, isn't he?
Pushed the Milkman a little harder, you might have believed me.
He just walks through the door. Okay, yeah, no, he's too persistent. We can't get rid of him. All right, so I still need to find another. I need to find another loop coin. They don't have anything to say to us. Oh, hello, car. Just eerily kind of sliding in and out of reality.
Is it Ustanok?
What? Oh, the name of the character?
Yeah.
It might be, but I thought it was like Mr. something.
Dr. Salvador?
I would just like look up like big guy from Resident Evil that follows you. Those names don't sound familiar to me. Granted, I've never actually played Resident Evil. But I'm just familiar with that particular character.
T-00. That doesn't sound right at all.
Don't go there. But what if I do?
Can't tell me how to live my life.
There was a noise. I don't know what that noise was, though. Oh. Well, at least they're just fighting each other.
I mean, you can't really complain about that. Unless they just never die, and then it's just like walking through a blender. Or cake children. Are they all going to follow you now?
Oh, I didn't even realize that those were cake children. I don't know. What's this thing? Is this an axe? Oh. This guy just spins around on the floor. Alright. Scientist says, it's interesting to have a passage in your room. How could it remain hidden under there unnoticed? I don't know. All right, we're gonna try this jump puzzle here. What?
We doing a giveaway today?
We are doing a giveaway today. Oh, that's
What
right.
is it?
I was gonna show what we're giving away.
Ooh.
So if you were watching Panda's stream earlier, oh hey, our banners are back. If you were watching Panda's stream earlier, we mentioned that we were going to be giving away one piece of the Genesis gear.
Okay.
Now, I clicked the wrong thing. Marketplace.
What piece are we giving away? Or do we not know?
I don't know which one we're giving away yet.
Okay.
Panda might have said, but I don't think she did.
Okay.
So you can see that there's 4 pieces here. Scales of the Origin Dragon Crest Helm, Origin Clawed Stride Boots, and Origin Fang Embossed Gauntlets. So if you... I'm trying to remember if it was... I think it was if you have avatars... is what made you eligible for claiming one of these.
Avatar owner rewards.
Yeah, it's the avatar owner rewards. So if you had Sandbox avatars before a certain snapshot date, then you got one of these 4 randomly as a claim. Now, if you collect all 4, you... by before the end of the month, I think it's June 30th, 3 p.m. UTC, something like that. If you collect all 4 pieces, then you will also get a sword and a shield to go with the set. So
say what?
We are giving away one of these pieces today. I'm not sure which one, but good luck. And we'll do other giveaways with these over the course of the month. So
okay,
you will have other opportunities, but yeah, make sure you get all 4 pieces before the end of the month if you want to get that sword and shield combo to go with it. And there's some nice stats on here too. There's some speed. These have 76 speed. That's a lot, and 29 speed on the wings. We've also got some damage and defense on these as well. So some pretty good stats all around when you equip all of them, and that's not even including a shield and sword. So yeah, definitely check it out. Oh, this was the door we couldn't open before, so this brings us back. Yeah. All right, that was a loop. Hello, boots.
I feel like there's got to be a story behind the boots.
There's boots here and boots there. Are they the same boots, or does boots just teleport around?
Different boots.
Different boots.
This is like that scene in Twister. They're like cow. Like no. That was a different cow. No, it was the same cow. Different cow.
Ah, I fell in the water.
Is that water? It looks like Jello.
It's the checkered water that I made.
It is. Well, Alex made it so he would know.
I made it just to be checkered, and then somebody was like, it would look cool as water. I'm like, you know what? You're right.
100% spot on. Thank you for this brilliant idea.
That jump was a little bit longer. I don't remember who suggested it, but somebody suggested it, and it was a good idea, so we did it.
One thing I wanted to say is if you're in the chat and you're listening, or you're just hanging out, lurking, the giveaway form, once again, is not for an orange hat. Anyone can enter. So if you are here and you have the ability to click on the link, then you can enter the giveaway. Go for it.
I think Cake Kid pushed me off.
He's a
one of these platforms.
Jerk. Definitely not angel food cake.
Devil food cake? That's a thing,
Is that
right?
a thing?
It's like chocolate, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
Sounds like it's a thing, but it also devil's food cake. It is. It's interesting.
I think it's just chocolate cake.
It looks like it is, yeah. So there's angel food cake, which is the angel is singular, but with devil food cake, it's devil's food cake. It's set up as a possessive, so like it's his food.
So
don't know why.
one is food for the angels, and the other one is the devil's
food.
Which could mean that it's for you, but he made it. He made it for you. With no ulterior motives.
Absolutely none. Except for heart disease.
Ice Pilot, I think it's apostrophe S, right? Not S apostrophe. So it is still just one devil. Unless he had multiple cakes.
All of the cakes, Alex.
Cakes.
Devil's Foods cakes? Grammar is fun.
All right, entrance to the asylum is prohibited. I heard that people who go there never come back. You should stay away from the monster reflection. Many people lost their lives because of him.
That's unfortunate.
I'm guessing this opens the gate. Oh, hello, moon. Creepy noise. Read note. Wait, where's the note? I see a thing that says read note, but I don't actually see where it is. Am I just supposed to? Okay, I just jumped past the spider. That's fine. That's fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's good. Just touch the spider. Oh, hey. We got another coin. We can now afford coffee. Wait.
Coffee.
Does that mean I should run back to the coffee place from here?
I'm assuming there's gonna be another one down the line type situation. Are you going backwards?
Yeah.
You want that coffee that
want
bad?
that coffee.
I could go for some coffee right about now. You gotta go back across the water.
Coffee. I was on the wrong way.
We might need to have an intervention for Alex regarding coffee.
No. I don't have a problem. Did I lose Cake Kid somewhere? I think he stopped following me.
Maybe when you jumped across the Jello water.
Maybe he's allergic to it.
Or he just got stuck on one side. He's like, yo, Cake Kid don't get wet. He's really quite bougie.
Coffee. Aha. Oh, okay. That goes towards our secret mission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna have to run back every time, though. Although it is called Loop Town, so I imagine at some point it will loop around. You know what we haven't had in a while?
Yes? What?
A jump scare. I mean, I guess there was the spider, but it was kind of at the end of the hall, so it wasn't that scary.
Does that really count?
Hello, spider. I have coffee now. Not afraid of your noises. Huh. Wait. Is this... I just... We're back at the cafe.
Oh no.
Well...
How did that happen?
So I noticed this earlier. that there was this door, but it's too high up. There wasn't really any way for us to get up there. I mean, I guess we could jump on
Yeah.
the chair. Oh, okay. Technically, I could have jumped up there. Um, but I ran back around. Like, this is where it was supposed to let me out. I ran all the way back after getting that coin. I didn't need to. The loop was supposed to take me there.
Oh.
I didn't need to double back because then I just tripled back.
Gotcha. Yep.
All right. So we got the coffee, but now where do we go? We need to find the asylum. I'm not sure where to look. I guess there's the arrow there. Maybe.
Yeah, some of the doors you engaged with earlier that you couldn't open.
There's Cake Kid.
Little cake-covered jerk.
Okay, was it this? Or there was the eagle. Oh yeah, we didn't go through any of these things. Now we can open this door. Did we just go to... Wait. Okay, that was just like a little circle. There's that door. And we didn't try this door. Alright, try this one. This door is locked. This was... Oh, that was that cage. Looking at that level. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Follow Katarina. Okay. Are you just gonna stand there?
Stand in the doorway. Can I
You
wiggle
gonna-
past you?
You gonna let me through, Mr. Sir?
Can I wiggle past?
Okay, yeah, he just... Okay,
What
he's
happens if you
chill.
punch him?
He's chill like that.
Oh.
It just lets us through. They got a rave going on
Alrighty.
in here. They're having a
Yeah.
grand old time.
Yeah. First, I thought they were like, radioactive like monsters, but they actually might just be dancing.
They're holding
And now
glow
I feel
sticks.
really judgmental for calling these dancers monsters.
I don't... What are these things on the wall? Are they... Oh wait, are these monsters? They're like
So-
trapped in the blocks. I
think
feel like
they're-
I'm gonna do something and the blocks are gonna disappear, and then these things are gonna start chasing us.
I feel like those are like sconces holding up torches.
Yeah, but if you like,
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like this
Maybe
is
they're
a
monster
sword.
sconces.
Monster sconces. This is locked. I think that's that other door.
So we got a question from
Yeah. From who?
from Kataaka Uzumaki over on YouTube. They asked, "Hey guys, when is the Sandbox going live?" And they seem to be under the impression that it was announced for first quarter of 2024, but don't see that happening. So I thought you might want to jump on this question real quick.
I guess it depends on what you mean by live, because we're playing it right now.
I think they mean like out of alpha, out of beta, and actually into the final product.
I don't really have visibility on like what our definition for alpha and beta are, like when we would say that we're out of alpha into beta, out of beta into 1.0. I'm not sure where we draw that line.
Okay.
I know that there's more alpha planned for this year. So yeah, I think like when you talk about the sandbox being live, like it is right now, because you can make a game, you can make assets, you can mint them, you can sell them, you can trade them, you can put them in a game in the Game Maker. You can release that game to the map. That's how we're playing this right now. This was a game jam game that was made, I think, over a year ago now, um, and it's been published to the map on the land. So I mean, those are all live features that anybody can do. So there's no real there's nothing left to wait for there. I'm getting some heavy like noise suppression issues here.
Okay.
See if I can fix that.
Oh, I hear it now that you mentioned it, but I didn't hear it before you mentioned it.
Sorry, it's just
No, you're
I'm
fine.
hearing like a high pitched whine for me.
I gotcha.
So yeah, my noise filter froze. That doesn't help. Um, yeah, there's kind of a feedback noise. Um, yeah, Lucas, maybe if you do you have anything you want to add to that while I restart my audio driver?
I can definitely add to it if you want
All
to
right.
restart.
Yeah, hold on a second, everybody.
So I think that what's happening is the whatever document you read or wherever you got the impression that Sandbox was going live in first quarter of 2024, I believe that was like a reaching goal. Like they were talking about something they wanted to do by a certain point, and as things have come on and as new developments have come about, it's obviously these things have been drawn out or stretched out. Right now what they're doing is they're working on a million different adaptations or add-ons for like Game Maker and the DAO, and so as of right now, it's not going to go like it's not going to go into 1.0 in the first quarter of 2024, but we are waiting on announcements for like Alpha Season 4. So I mean, after Alpha Season 4 it comes about and it does its thing, let's see how that goes, and I think that'll give a pretty clear indicator on where we are in the process and where we are as far as an ecosystem. And still okay. Yeah, 'cause I was talking for a while there. Alex is muted.
Now I'm
Your
unmuted.
mic is out.
When I
One
when I
second. I'm actually
restart my audio driver, it resets my mixer panel. So like it goes back to a default thing on across the board. So I have like a whole bunch of buttons to like switch around.
Gotcha. We're all muted this stream. So basically what I was saying was, we're not going live in the first quarter of 2024 unless you have your definition of live is what Alex is talking about. Like we're playing in the sandbox right now on the map. We went to the homepage and we found Loop Town sitting right there. So if that's your definition of live, then we're live. If your definition of live is alpha out of alpha in and out of beta and into a 1.0, then what I would say is wait for season 4 of Alpha Season 4 to launch and to be done. And then once that is done, see how things play out. And once we see how those things play out, that'll give us a better idea of when a better idea of when it'll go into something like a 1.0. But it's going to be, in my personal opinion, I'm not a staff member. In my personal opinion, 1.0 is, it's a ways away. I shouldn't say like super far away, but or anything like that. But it's definitely not first quarter of 2024. And when somebody says ways away, that's a very subjective term. So what that means to me could be very different to what it means to you.
Yeah, and first quarter of 2024 ended 2 months ago. So definitely we're not.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I
We're
was just
definitely
thinking
not.
yeah.
Unless we invent time travel. That's for beta. So yeah, I'm not sure what the specific criteria for version 1.0 out of alpha, out of beta. Like I don't know what our definition is for that at the sandbox. I'm sure there's somebody who has an opinion of where
Yeah,
that
solid
will
answer for
be.
that.
Um, I know some things that are expected to be in alpha uh, before we talk about beta, before we talk about 1.0, is there being save systems for progression of a game over multiple sessions that's planned um, for before we get into beta. So I don't know how many more features we're looking at for during alpha, and those definitions. I mean, they're kind of in one way they're meaningless, but they're also very meaningful. But it's like per project. So when you talk about like what was the Minecraft alpha, what was the Minecraft beta, what was Minecraft 1.0, um, every program has different standards that they set as like every game, every piece of software has a different like list of criteria of this is when we're gonna say this is that version. And if you look at stuff uh, like when you start talking about a version 2.0 and 3.0, those are generally like major upgrades where there's like a huge change in the code base and like what services are performed, which is why, besides marketing, we saw Windows jump from Windows
XP.
8 from Windows 8 to Windows 10. There was no Windows 9. There was a bunch of different reasons they said why. They said because it'll be confusing when you start talking about Windows 95 and Windows 98, because it's such. Uh, but the one that they cited a lot was that, oh, it's such a big change from 8 to go to 10 that we don't even think we can call it just one version. It's like two versions, and I feel like that was a bit of marketing spin. Um, but yeah, I it's there's usually like some sort of list of criteria for like when somebody will make that change when a company says that, oh yeah, so we're in version 1.0 now. But the difference between version 0. What are we in? 0.10.9? Is that, I think that's what we're in right now. Yeah,
I would ask
10.9.
Nightbot, but Nightbot doesn't know.
So saying like the difference between 0.10.9 versus version 1.0.0 may look like a bigger change or a smaller change depending on your perspective on it. So, we'll see.
Also, I would like to point one thing out really quick, and that is, I've been here in the sandbox pretty heavily involved for, I want to say 3 years now, a little over 3 years. And if you are to look at what we're working in now versus what we were working in then, it's almost unrecognizable. I mean, it's you look at it and you see the sandbox that was in the sandbox that is, but we've come so far in Game Maker, so far in VoxEdit, and all the different programs that we use on a daily basis are just so much more than they were. So if you just take into account like what has developed in the past 3 years alone, then I mean, yeah, I don't
It
think
is
we're
like a major version. I mean, when I first started streaming the Game Maker, it was version 0.08. Like zero. The naming convention changed. Actually, that's how big of a difference it was. But it was like 0. Yeah, I think they called it 0.8. And that came before version 0.1. So I don't remember where Lucas. I don't remember where exactly you fell in that, but from the very first versions of the Game Maker that I was showing in video clips and on streams back in like I think mid 2020, something like that.
Hmm.
Might have been late 2020. Um, Gosh, I don't remember. No, it would have been early 2020 because I don't know what I would have been streaming before then. It was definitely the Game Maker because I did stuff in VoxEdit, but I did it like in combination with the Game Maker, so it was early 2020. Um, it was a totally different interface. There was literally nothing that was the same as what we have now or what we've
Yeah.
had for a couple of years now. There was no hierarchy panel. There was no none of the behaviors that we have now existed. Uh, there was no NPCs. There was no askers. There was no messaging system. There was no rule system. There was no objective system. There was like none of it. It was basically you could set up what we would call a diorama. You could set up some assets. Some of the assets are the same. Like all the cars that we've seen in here, I made those cars in
I
either
remember that.
December 2019 or January of 2020. It was around the time I made those cars. It was like one of the first things I did when I got hired full time. And so those are there. Those are still there. A bunch of the basic assets that you have in the Game Maker now are from way back then. But all of the Game Maker stuff was completely restarted from scratch since then. So
And
there's been
I
a
got
lot of
into,
changes.
to answer your question, I got into this. Do you remember when the first Smurf land sale was?
A long time ago. That was the first IP land sale we had, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think before that there was an Atari one, but I could be mistaken.
Atari, I think Atari was the first one, then Smurfs, then Care
okay.
Bears. I think that was the order it happened in, something like that. When we did those first premium lands.
Yep.
All right. So we're in Loop Town again. We had a little. So it turns out that the high pitched squealing wasn't even an issue with my audio filter. It was I mean it was my audio filter not being able to handle the screeching noise that was coming from my AC. I mean it's not the AC noise is not that bad without a microphone, without headphones on, but it's like just the right frequency that the microphone is like, I don't like that noise. I'm gonna make it real loud. Let you know how much I don't like it. Oh,
fair enough.
Hello, Katarina. We were told that we need to follow you. What are these? What's in there?
Oh, you're back to the game again. I thought you were talking to somebody in the chat, and I was like, I don't think it's Katarina.
Are those teeth? I don't know if you can even see this on the stream.
I can.
There's like, it looks like there's scraggly teeth. These remind me of those anglerfish.
I was just about to say it looks like an anglerfish because it looks like there's a little lantern thingy.
Yeah, it's very, very dim. So we're supposed to follow you. Maybe not the signs. Are the signs not friends? Where'd you go? Katarina. Okay. They're not looking like they're having a good time.
I mean, maybe they're just taking a nap. They're very, very sleepy. So tired.
Huh? We have found the asylum.
I mean, the door to the asylum looks like a smiley face, so let's go.
Oh.
And that looks like a flying piece of cake.
That is the face of a scientist.
Or it's a piece of cake, Alex.
I mean, if the cake looks like the face of a scientist.
Exactly. Nothing creepy about cake.
These halos? Oh. They're moving. They're attacking us.
Let's say it hurt you, but you didn't take any damage.
I'll go this way. Spooky noises. Oh, wait. I didn't even see this before. Who's this? Who are you? Are you friend? Are you They won't look at me.
I wonder if he'll look at you if you find his precious.
Now they're looking at me. Well, I mean, there's some gold rings over here.
Give it a try.
The mood has changed. Get out of here. I mean, what if I need to do something? Yeah.
They are just bogarting the only snack machine in the entire Loop Town, which is just rude.
It says find and read the scientist notes. So I'm gonna find out where those are. And oh, hello skeleton. Just chasing me. Okay, that door's not very useful. Hey, we got a loop coin. I'm not gonna run all the way back to the coffee shop. Oh. Okay, all the beds are moving. Katarina! Oh, what's over here? Ooh. There's a bed having a rave over there. Read note first. Okay. Hello, light. What note? This one? Where is the note? Oh. I think he got squished by his bed.
I mean, if that's not everyone's worst nightmare, I don't know what is. Especially if it's one of those like beds that folds out of a couch, because that's a very real possibility that, you know, you're rolling around on it in the middle of the night and all of a sudden it just retracts for some reason and you're stuck inside that couch, super squished. Definitely never happened to me. It happened to me once.
Wait, I see notes. Oh. Wait. Okay, it's behind the locked door, but where's the lever? I don't believe there's a lever. Oh. Wait, wasn't this locked before?
To Kei Uzumaki over on YouTube, you're very welcome. Just so Alex, you know what they're talking about. They asked a bunch of questions, and some of the questions I didn't actually ask on the air, but like the last one, they said, you know, the first land sale they were a part of was the Smurf sale, and they actually picked up and purchased a bunch of land during that, and they were asking for some suggestions. And the suggestion that I gave was they should join the Discord channel and reach out, find some developers and reach out to them through there and start creating games and experiences to place on that land.
Yeah.
So spread the wealth, have some fun with it, and utilize it, because you will be glad you did in the long run.
What's over this way? Aha, we got another loop coin. If I can get to it. How do I jump up there? Give me the loop coin. I desire coffee. Am I supposed to jump on these? Aha. Got it. Okay, I feel like I'm getting far away from my objective now. Oh, hi. What's your opinion on these killer beds?
Me? You want my opinion?
There's a scientist standing right here. Ah. Maybe we needed to open 2 levers. And another one. He's a very dark. Oh, well, there's a hole in the ground. Oh, okay, I think we're supposed to drop in because this is a dead end. Ha! We looped back to where we needed to go. Get it? Get it? Because we're
I
in
don't.
Loop Town?
I don't get
Monsters are real. Whoa, what's this? Level 2 Asylum. Loop City Explorer Group. Class 2-4 Unsafe. Secure medium entity count. Classified. Sharing it publicly is inconvenient and dangerous. Description. We are in the of an old mental hospital. People who were previously were taken and experiments were carried out on them. As a result, when things got out of control, we were transferred to a different although the we are in now seems safe, the entities dangerous. Do not approach, do not make eye contact. It is said by testers that the part with flashing lights leads to the exit. Entities. Screamers mutated. Exits. Follow the flashing lights. Entrances. Multiple. Follow the flashing lights. Never mind.
When you were adding
screaming
the
things.
in there, I feel like that was a great touch. Like, I stopped taking notes and documenting what I was doing to check on over to the screen to see what was happening, and well done. It was
Well, it was
touch.
smudged on the paper.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
I don't know what it was supposed to say.
You don't. It was redacted by time or evil. But you know what wasn't taken away from that? Showmanship.
What?
Showmanship. That's what wasn't taken away from it.
I misunderstood the where the comma was.
There was no comma. There was a period, and you ruined it.
I'm sorry. I messed it up. All right, we've got a bunch of levers. I have a feeling that only one combination will work. We will see what happens. Ooh! Okay, that did it, apparently. We are now in the flashing lights territory. Monsters are real. Hello, scientists. Don't touch anything. What about this? What about this?
Just poke it all. Just poke it all.
I'm poking all the things. I'm jumping on your stuff. Touching all of it. I'm jumping on your head. I'm jumping on your head.
You're making wine on this computer screen. You're stomping around.
Just wish more people were here to witness the fact aside from you and I, brethren.
Not quite sure what that is in reference to or means.
I'm not sure who are you replying to, Bjorn Lothbrok?
More context, please. It's always helpful.
So this door got broken off by something. Sure, I will go in this room with you, monster. Ah! Okay. All right. Well. Ah! What is this place? I think that monster teleported me here. How do I get out of here? It's getting weirder and more frightening. Okay, we're on level 3 now. There we go. Coffee! Just what I needed. Oh, wait. I need this loop coin. Whoa. Whoa. The fisheye lens is... It's a reverse fisheye lens. Coffee. Alright, what's in here? What does it say? To grab. Oh, we can take it. But where are we putting it, though? Look this way first. Need a key. Alright. Locked. Broken way. Okay, that's what I need the platform for. Oh, I went the wrong way. How you doing down there, buddy? I'm
Me?
sure nothing bad has befallen you when that tentacle pulled you into the water.
Not at all.
Level 3 indoor pool complex. Safe to roam around. Unsecure. Medium entity. Count at beginning. Entity infested pools. Sharing is... okay. Description. Indoor pool complex is comfortable to roam around, but there are traps around, and we are not sure where the traps and materials that must be used to pass the level. Old testers say that every past and current level colors are important to this level. Past and current level colors are important to pass this level. Infested water entity has large tentacles in middle area and deep waters. Entity might chase you when you are close to something. It is seen that an unknown creature calls us to itself from some corners and helps us in finding our way. That would probably be Katarina over there. How you doing, Katarina? Find the 3 water slide rooms. And there's a good bit of blood on this paper. All right, so we've got some red blocks there. I feel that's dangerous. We've got a green locked area. We've got a tornado. A couple tornadoes. We've hello tentacle. We're gonna run past you. Goodbye. I feel like we need to go through the green area. I see you, coin. Oh, are these extra platforms? No?
Oh, I think I saw a coin in the roof.
Yeah. This is a ladder. Uh-huh. Wait. It looks like a ladder, but I think it's a ladder from the other side. We have to get over there somehow. Oh, here's a loop point. Whoa. Okay. Try that out in a bit.
One of the things I really enjoy about this game, and I've been meaning to say this for a little bit, but I've been sending a million messages, so I haven't had a chance. But one of the things I really enjoy about this game is there's so many different like styles and motifs that go into it. Like the section you're in right now, the only thing that really links it to previous sections is those red arrows. That's it. The feel, the vibe, the look, everything about this is different than the previous section. And the previous section was the same thing from the section before that. Like the town that you're walking around in was just so, happy-go-lucky normal town. And so the fact that we've got all these different feels and vibes and looks and all of this, I like that. It adds a distinct impression of difference when you go from one level to the next or one area to the next. And I really appreciate that. A lot of times it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And so to have that differentiation like that, I feel like that sometimes it's hard for people to do, and I appreciate it when I see it.
So this is the same report from the first one we saw, but there's the information's a little different. Entity might chase you when you're close to something. It is seen, and a creature calls us to itself from corners and helps us finding our way. We think her name is Lady Katerina. Interestingly, she shows the safe spots to testers sometimes. There are traps around, and we are kind of stuck inside this room. Past and current level colors are important. This document might be the way of passing this level. Find the slides and choose wisely. We wish you safe travels. Please choose the slides carefully. So this has yellow, blue, green on this. Yellow, blue, green.
Also, I didn't see this earlier, but apparently JDog7777 redeemed Twitch points, sand castles for Panda Headlight in a jar.
All right, we'll make sure that Panda knows.
Is it headlight as in it's like a headlight, like there's a light on the head, or like headlights like from a car, or is it like a light head as in it doesn't weigh much? Like, what am I reading here?
I'm not sure. I think it's like a light that looks like Panda's head.
Okay.
Or it might be a headlight like what miners have on their helmets.
Oh. Nice.
Was it yellow? It was yellow, blue, green. Okay, this is open now. Go, 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 go! Wait, what's chasing me? Who's chasing me?
Your own fears and inhibitions.
Can I go this way? Oh, there's nothing down there. I was not supposed to go that way. This is very dark in here. Dead end. Oh! Ah! I got stuck. Or did I? Did I die? Kraken!
Are you ever really alive?
Is it still chasing me? Am I safe now? Oh, okay, so I can't go this way yet. Because that thing keeps popping out. So even though I've unlocked this door, I think I have to do whatever the yellow section is first. Oh, hey. I didn't see these stairs before.
Ooh.
There's a slide.
Pottle Hill redeemed 100,000 sand castles for a Shibuya 109 avatar.
Ooh!
Congratulations, Hoddle.
Nice.
That's a biggin'. Well done.
There's a lot going on in this room. That is also a very big loop coin.
Size matters. The bigger, the better.
Oh. Uh-oh. I fell.
Hoddle Hill, I am going to send you whisper request. Please whisper me back.
So this Kraken entity
Mm-hmm.
in the tubes
Mm-hmm.
is reminding me of the same company that made Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Okay.
Had a series of games before that called, I think it was Penumbra. Oh, here's the other side of that ladder. And it had some like creepy like underground worm entities.
It'd be even creepier if they were above ground worms, if I'm being honest.
Well, I think you had to be, you were like exploring some like ice caverns or something like that,
As one does.
and they would just tunnel through
Your brain?
the ice, the ground. They were like
That's
dune sandworms, kind of, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Hey, our third coffee. We got all the coffee. Special mission, secret mission complete. Now I got to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, it's not that. Ooh, I fell in the water. I died.
What happened when you fell in the water, Alex?
I respawned to the last checkpoint.
Because you got eaten.
Okay. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to be going from here. And I don't think I can jump this way. Nope. That makes me fall. Oh, maybe. Does this open up when... Ah! I never turned all the way around when it said to run from the Kraken. It was supposed to be chasing me that whole time. Yellow. Right? Right? Yellow?
I have no idea.
Well, that didn't work. I thought it was yellow, green, blue? Or yellow, blue, green.
The chat has been very active, and I know you said a series of colors, but I didn't listen to any of them.
Okay, so that's not what I'm supposed to do. So we're gonna try the middle one. Green. Nope, that didn't work either.
Third time's the charm?
Blue, technically the fourth. I tried yellow twice. Blue. Find the way. Ooh, where is this? Follow the stars. Oh. Whoa.
Ooh, I like that.
This can be a bit much for some people. So if you have a hard time looking at this, you might want to like make your screen smaller. I'm guessing there's a glowy blue thing over there. No, I fell.
How? Oh, I get it. The stars of the
platforms are
pathway.
moving.
Yeah. I've seen a couple games do something similar to this, and I always really enjoy it. Like the night sky, taking a jaunty stroll through outer space type feel. Like, I dig it. I really do, especially with the new special effects. Wow, my brain couldn't latch on to the words special effects.
Oh, I thought I jumped far enough. Apparently not.
I got a sweet baby kitten that's asking for attention right now, and she very rarely does this, so
You must
I'm
show
quite
it.
happy.
Show the kitten.
I must. Oh, I have been. She got here about a minute and a half ago, and it's been non-stop scritches ever since.
Oh, why can't I? There's like something in the way of me getting to the next light point. There we go.
No, on the keyboard.
Well, now where do I go? Oh, there we go. What? Let me at him. There we go. Keeper. We finally got to meet. Few people come here. Who are you? I am the keeper of the transition points between dimensions. Can you get me out of this hell? I'm about to go crazy. Of course, mortal. I can send you, but this will have a side effect. When mortals like you travel between dimensions, their memory is erased, so you won't remember anything about here and your life. Or you can choose to stay here. You kidding me? Send me now. Then get ready, mortal. And we're back. Wait.
Wait for what?
Oh, I have a thought. Psst, look here. I haven't seen you around here before. I guess you just arrived. Do you need a job? What? You don't remember me saying... remember... Sorry.
You
good? What? Don't you remember me? You gave me a job and a place to stay in the morning. I spent a day with the monsters in hell. We have an empty staff room. You can settle there. Here's the house key. Now go and rest. We'll meet at my office tomorrow to discuss the details. What's going on here? Is this a loop? Subject still remembers. Initiating memory wipe. Scene reloading. Reprogram the subject.
They did a flashy thing.
They did a flashy thing and it didn't work.
Oh,
we must run away.
Think about it.
Run away.
What was Will Smith's partner's name in Men in Black?
K. Right?
What are all the last letters?
Well, one was J and one was K.
Yeah.
We did it. Well, we discovered our loop. How is that visual effect?
Oh, there you go.
That one is... I don't remember what it's actually called. But it's one of the presets, I think. But you can adjust them. So I, as soon as we got back, it said our memory was gonna be wiped. I'm like, it's gonna be a loop. Yeah, VVox. It's in the post processing settings. Um, let's jump in the game maker. I'll show you what it is. It's easy peasy to set up, but you can adjust how it works. So you can have that distortion effect, but then you can also do things like change the brightness or shift the color around.
Can you take it off? Bye, my love.
It's taken a long time to load, and I'm wondering if it's because I'm still on 10.6. I forgot to update.
Gotcha.
I think it'll still load. Oh, there we go. All right, so we put a logic donut down, and you can choose behavior, multiplayer post-processing effects. So there is profile default, so you can choose psychedelic, and you don't even have to start the game. You can just hit play, and there it is. That is the psychedelic effect. There's other ones like black and white, vintage, grunge. And then if you do custom, whoa, okay. Took a second to load there. You can adjust some of these. So you can do oh, maybe you can't do. Can you do the distortion? So you've got chromatic aberration, which will kind of do this split of the colors around the edges. So the effect will go until you stop it. So if you want it to affect only a certain area, you have to turn it off and on in the area that you want it in. So you could have it happen only like in a room. So you could open the door, walk inside the room, and then that effect would start. And when you leave the room, you would send a message to turn it off. You could do that easily with a sensor volume. So let's say when you walk over to this area, the effect will start. So we're going to make this our sensor volume. Component. Oh, not component, sorry. Behavior. Wait, where is it? Trigger volume. Sorry, I was saying sensor volume. I meant trigger volume. Make sure it's multiplayer, so that way it will talk to the multiplayer post-processing effects. And we can have this send a message on enter. So the enter message, we will have it be effect on, and exit message effect off. And we're going to say wait for message effect on for whatever our effect is going to be. And then we need to have another one that is the off one version of it. and we can just set it. If you have like a specific setup for your post processing, and you can do this with like weather effects and any other effect that you want. But you'll want to have whatever your default is and then whatever you change it to. So that way you can go back and forth between them. So we're going to set this one up to be post processing, and we're going to use the default profile, and that will bring us back to normal. And the message required for that is going to be the effect off. So now we will toggle back in between those when we go in and out of this trigger volume. And we're going to change the size of it to fit. We're going to use a box. And 5 by 5 by 5. And we're going to crop out this excess here. And need to take a little bit more off the sides. Just give them a little haircut. All right. So now just when we step on top of this platform, it should change the effect. Now we're going to want to change it to something a little more dramatic so we can tell that it's happening better. So I don't actually see the psychedelic effect as being part of the custom post-processing. I thought you could add it in, but I guess not. But there's a whole bunch of other effects in there. It's like if we select psychedelic, yeah, I think psychedelic it's just on or off. It doesn't have any customizations to it. But we can make a really gnarly effect. We can increase the colors. So if you grab this little edge here, you can actually pull this out and you can see the names better. So we can create a more intense depth of field. So we can do the start distance as being, say, 5 meters out and the end distance as 20. This means that at 5 meters away from your camera, things will start to get blurry, and 20 meters out, they'll be at maximum blurriness, and we can set that something ridiculously high. We can add some grain. We got chromatic aberration already on. We can do some lens distortion, just a little bit. You don't want to make it too much. And you can see how blurry it is now.
Ice Pilot has a pretty interesting question. He says, if it's multiplayer, does it affect everyone on the entire map?
It does. Yeah. So if you use post-processing effects, you want to make sure that that it makes sense for all the players to be experiencing it at the same time. So in a single player game, you can use these as much as you want and make the experience focused on that one player. If you're using it in a multiplayer game, you either want it to be one consistent effect for everything or have it related to certain events. So we see this in competitive multiplayer games where players are against each other, and you can have an effect that we saw this with like the Mad Balls one where we had where you had to climb. Was it through was it a sink or a toilet? You had to like climb up and throw the balls in the. It was a sink because there was like a toothbrush on the edge.
Yeah.
You had to throw the Mad Balls in the mouth of the monster at the end. And once somebody did that, it would like make the screen go all dark and stuff, and there were like different effects that were happening, but it happened for all the players, so it would become more difficult for your opponents, but also more difficult for you. But you were the one who made it happen. So we can adjust the hue and the saturation.
Just your saturation.
We can even filter for colors. You can make a vignette, which is like a dark area around the screen, and we can make it be more rounded, so it's not like a weird oval shape. All right, so now we hit play, and we can see everything looks normal, but as soon as we jump up on the platform, everything looks kind of weird. If we jump off, it goes back to normal. And that's because we are using the enter into the trigger volume message to turn on our weird profile. And as soon as we jump out, it uses the off message to switch back to the default profile. And you don't have to make this a instant transition either. We could actually make this with an argument. So we can say effect dot off say 2, and then click the second one, which is for with argument. And argument of the message, we're going to add a number. And we'll say, I think time. I think I'm doing this right. It's been a while since I've set it up this way. Actually, I don't think that does it that way. Let's try. Because it's not letting me set what the time is. So I think the text had to be, say, effect dot off 3, and with argument number, and we're going to say 5, which I think would make it 5 seconds. Create. And then we'll do effect dot on 3 with argument number 5. Create. So I haven't done this with the new way of doing arguments in the Game Maker, because that it changed in 0.10. So this may or may not work. The old way is that we would select one of these presets, like post-process fade. And we might still do it that way, but we'll see if this works. And then we're going to switch this to effect on 3 and effect off 3. Oh, that's why. This is where, so where I put it as 5, I was actually supposed to use, so we'll switch it back to the 2 then. Effect off 2. Yeah. Effect off 2. So see how it says time? That's what I thought it was going to do before. So here I'm going to say effect on 2 with argument, add argument of time, create, and we'll put 5 for both of those. And we just have to switch this one to be effect off 2. And effect off 2. Okay. So now it should fade between those. Oh, I'm wearing a hat now.
Also, and you're either running super fast, or you're passing quite a bit of gas as you move.
It's the team color. This is a sample that we had set up before. Okay, so I don't think it works with that. So instead, we want post process fade. And we do a tag of, let's say, FX on. Oh wait, this is the default one, so this would be FX off. And this one, post process fade. And we put a tag of FX on. And this way we can send two different messages based on the tags. Edit logic, broadcast type. Interesting. So I don't know. We can't send it to separate tags. I think we're going to have to relay it through another message. Post process fade, post process fade. Psst. Yep. What's up?
Got a winner.
Hey, wait. Yeah, that's right. We didn't do the winner yet. I was thinking when something got redeemed earlier. Who's our winner?
Oh, we had two things redeemed and we did one giveaway, and this is the winner for that giveaway. Congratulations goes out to that name I don't really know how to say, but I'm going to try anyway. Elco0, you have won one of the pieces that we're giving away today, and that is, take it away, Alex.
I don't know which piece it is. But
no, I know. What's the collection called again?
It's the Genesis collection. So if you look at the equipments on the Sandbox Marketplace, there's some of the first ones up there. They're all kind of blue and dragonish looking. They're pretty cool.
They are indeed. Let me pull up Marketplace real quick so I can actually give a better description of what might be going out. Here we go. Origin Claude Stride.
Origin,
Scales,
not
the
Genesis.
Origin Dragon. They're the Avatar Holders Reward NFTs. One of the pieces from this collection, from this set, is going to be going to Elco0, or as previously stated, however you say that name. I feel like it's a really cool name too, and I'm just not giving it the credit it deserves. But yeah, so there's the Origin Fang embossed gloves, gauntlets. Origin Fang embossed gauntlets. There is, I keep closing it out. Origin Claude Stride boots. Origin Dragon Crest helm, I believe. The scales of the Origin Dragon chest piece. Scales of the Origin Dragon chest piece. The Origin Dragon Crest helm. Origin Claude Stride boots. And finally, the Origin Fang and Boss gauntlets. So, and if you collect all four of these pieces, then is it going to be all four and you get a shield, or is it all four and you get a shield and a sword?
If you collect all four before the end of the month, you get a sword and a shield.
There you go.
All right. So what we're doing, because the post-processing effect, the post-process fade, it's going to get confused if we send the same message of post-process fade to both default and crazy at the same time. It's not going to know like which one to pick. At least I don't think. Maybe it'll just automatically figure it out and alternate. I don't think it'll do that though. So what I'm doing, because we need to send to a tag to do the post process fade, and the sensor can't sense the tag, or it doesn't send separate tags. It can only send to one tag, uh, or it'll send both messages. It'll send both messages to the same tag. We need to switch how we're sending it. So we're using a relay in between to split those out. So it'll have one message for in, one message for out, and then our relay sends post process fade to one tag for in, and then there will be a duplicate of this object sending it to the other tag for out. So we're playing a game of telephone here, basically. So our enter message is going to be effect on, and our exit message is going to be effect off. And those are going to send to all, doesn't matter. And then our first relay, it's going to take this effect on message and send the post process fade message to specific tags in range of fx.on. And then we're going to duplicate this. And this one is going to be different because it's going to send fx. It's going to send to the tag fx.off with the effect off message requirement. And then these should already be set up for post process fade. All right, now it should work. So we're in our normal default view, and then we can see over 5 seconds, it gets very gloomy. And then we jump out, and we can see all is right with the world. And we go in, we go out. So if it's in the middle of transitioning, it misses the message. Just FYI. So you kind of have to think about the timing here. Probably, I guess for this case, I would say that a trigger volume is not the best way to do a fading transition unless you use 2 separate trigger volumes. Because if we jump on and it's fading to that, and then we go, oh wait, I changed my mind. I didn't want to go in the creepy area. I wanted to back out. Well, now our lighting is still creepy. So you want to make sure that the player can't pass back into the light area once the transition's already started until the transition is complete, because then it won't start the next transition. Now we could try changing the broadcast duration to forever, and that might make a difference. That might make it change instantly. I'm not sure. So it's becoming dark. We back out. Let's see if it starts going back to light again. I'm not seeing it do it. Yeah, that didn't help. So yeah, I would either like use the fade judiciously. Oh, you know why it's not going back? Because it's still sending the FX on message. I thought that switching the trigger volume would toggle it from on to off, but apparently both are still sending constantly. So the forever does not work. What does duration do? Broadcast duration. That's for a specific amount of time. Yeah, I think really the thing to do is make the transition very short and set up, like, let's say this is the door that you want to transition through. Have the one logic donut on one side and the other one on the other side with enough space in between them. The transition is fast enough that even if you run between these points, you can't pass the next one before the transition is done. A relucidness sensor. Yeah, sort of. This is one of those things that comes down to testing and like making sure that you play test your game and make sure that whatever effect you're trying to convey to the player is successfully coming through, even if you don't play the game correctly. Because you would hope that the player walks through the door and then continues on to do the thing that they're going to do. But there's going to be a lot of players like me, who are like, I'm going through the door. Oh, wait, I wanted to do another thing. They turn around and walk right back out the door. And
It happens.
If you start some event in that room without preventing the player from leaving it, then it's going to mess up the timing of your effects and the ambience that you want and all this stuff. So you do need to consider those things. Do I want to play your game, Bjorn Lothbrock? I would love to play your game. Although, as you might hear, I'm losing my voice right now with all those allergies I was talking about earlier. My throat keeps drying up even though I'm drinking water. So let's get the name of your game and we'll play it on Saturday.
The list and it's in our queue.
All right. So hope our queue. Do we have other games on the queue? You know?
Not unless you added some.
Okay.
This is the queue that I put together while we're in the show.
Okay.
While we're streaming, so that we don't forget for next time.
I feel like I thought I saw somebody mention a game earlier in the chat, but we were in the middle of talking about something and I missed it. If you want me to play your game, I would love to play your game. I tweeted out before this show asking for people to suggest their games, and before the show started, I didn't see any people sharing their thing. So, Virus and Art had already asked us before to play this game a couple weeks ago. That's why I wanted to go back and do it. So yeah, if you want us to play your game, let us know in the chat. Let us know on Twitter, and I will get to it as quickly as I can, which sometimes takes a while. You know, we got game jam events and other things that happen. I'm planning on doing some 6-hour long streams soon.
That's insane.
You're a
madman.
I have fun doing this, but hopefully I can get my voice to last longer than 2 hours. Because I want to do some more of the quick building of games, which kind of petered out because family illness and game jams. We had like 3 game jams in 1 month, basically. Hydrate. Okay. There we go. That helps. Yeah, I had been trying to build games in like a single stream session, and the interruption of like only streaming for like 2 hours and then coming back to it a few days later was not conducive to actually finishing the thing. But because the second Builders Challenge is starting up, I want to get those games done. So we have a 3x3 of 9 experiences of, gallery kind of things, not too heavy on the gaming. But yeah, I want to, answer your questions on how to set up certain mechanics and show you how you can customize the templates and make something interesting. So if you own land and you don't have something on it for the build that qualifies for the Builders Challenge, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you own land, put something on the land. We got a bunch of templates. You could just put the template as it is. It may or may not qualify for the Builders Challenge, depending on the rules. That might be a question for the AMA. But make some changes to the template, make it your own, put up some NFT frames, show off artwork you've collected, put some assets that you've collected or won, whether you bought them or won them or made them yourself, put some interesting things in there, put a couple little quests in there. If it's just a template, players are going to see that over and over again and they'll get bored and they're going to go, oh, it's another city, small apartment in the city template, which is what we're using for Wizzy the Green's Garden. But we try to make it interesting by making a really interesting garden and having fun little quests in there and keep people playing for longer. And that's what's going to help you in the Builders Challenge. So um, if you own land and you're not putting something on it, you are missing out on your chance to monetize. This is set up when we were talking about the sandbox being live. It's already set up. You can monetize your lands right now through the Builders Challenge. But not right now. I think like in a couple weeks.
Whenever it launches. They're
Whenever it
talking about it
launches.
on the 6th. Yeah.
The AMA will explain like the timeline and stuff like that. So whenever it launches, you'll be able to monetize through the Builders Challenge, but you have to have something on that land. It has to qualify for the Builders Challenge rules, and it has to be interesting enough that keep players playing it, so that way you actually earn something. Because if the players are disinterested in what you've put on there, they're not going to stick around, and you're not going to earn as much. So that's going to be the point of these streams. I need to talk to Panda about when exactly I'm going to do those streams, and hopefully I'll have a voice to talk for 6 hours as I'm doing this.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's a prerequisite.
All right.
Being able to speak.
There was one last question from, I think it was Ice Pilot.
Can effects like this ever be made unique to each player in the future or be localized to a certain area of the map? And I think you've already gone over the localized to a certain area of the map answer.
Well, it's so you can localize it in single player by turning it on and off when you go in and out of certain areas, which is what we just did. But it does it for the whole map, but because you're a single player, you only see it around yourself. Doing it in localized areas for multiplayer, as far as I know, is not currently possible. It is something that I hope will be updated. I know that there's plans to make sure that there's multiplayer and single player versions for everything effectively. But it does take time to make those mechanics work correctly, both in a single player and in a multiplayer way. And I'm not sure why something like those on-screen effects are multiplayer versus single player. I don't know what the limitation is there. Typically, I would expect things to work in single player first and then be added as a feature in multiplayer. So it is interesting that it started in multiplayer and then we're bringing it to
that is interesting
single player. So I'm not sure why it's that way. But definitely, if it's a thing that you want, we have feedback. I think there's a thing on the Discord channel for giving your suggestions and feedback. So that is definitely one that I would like to see, because I think having it affect a single player at a time, you want a multiplayer space to be able to have effects that happen localized for players, and that I think that makes sense. So make that suggestion. Try to get more people behind it. IPs, bunch of IPs can form a server. I'm guessing that has to do something with the multiplayer discussion. So, yeah, I'm the as far as it being like you mean like an IP address, or how can we tailor IPs to work as sensors tag?
I'm not really sure what they're asking.
To work as a sensor. I'm not sure I understand the question. I think what's confusing me is the use of IPs here. Do you mean like an IP address?
Or intellectual property?
Underlying
I think this should be more of a one-on-one chat and a private message, because I'm not sure what they're asking, and I think we're kind of getting off.
Yeah, we'll need to have a maybe in like a Discord ticket, or ask it like publicly on Twitter somewhere. Comment on something that I tweeted, like my tweet about this stream. Like tag me on there, and I'll try to figure out the question better. Um, some questions need a little more context for it. So
Yeah.
I'm
Especially with
anyway.
the ecosystem as diverse as the Sandbox.
All right, so we're gonna see if there's anybody that we can raid, um, and we'll be back on Saturday at the latest, depending on what I discuss. Actually, no, we've got Friday. Lucas and Panda and I are going to be playing something. Did she say what yet?
She did.
We're doing our multiplayer Friday day. Um,
I thought she
where did she
did.
say it? Did she say what it is?
I I could have sworn, but I could be wrong.
We're going to be playing a multiplayer game with Panda. That's what
And
we're
it's
going to
gonna
be
be
doing.
fun.
Whatever it is, we're going to have fun. So make sure, as always, that you're up to date with the latest game client. If you want to join us in whatever that multiplayer game is, we'll find out on Friday.
What she said was, once again, group stream this Friday, same time, same place, different game. So she didn't actually say which game.
Okay. But we know that it's not going to be the Underwatch.
Correct.
So that's what we got.
That's what we got.
Have a great rest of your week, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.
Ain't no party like a PandaPops party, like a PandaPops party. Whoop whoop.